Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Hobby Hustle. So today we are going to make some chalk paint. The first ingredient that I'm going to take here is some chalk powder in a bowl. This is going to be my main ingredient for the paint, just as the name goes. So chalk paint has a very matte texture, a chalky look to it, and so this is the ingredient that is going to give it that texture that we look for in any chalk paint. You must ensure that the chalk powder is very finely ground and there are no granules in it, because when you're going to paint it on the surface, if there are any granules or any lumps, it's going to leave those granules or streaks on the surface, and we don't want that to happen. You can refer to the additional details that I've shared in the description box below. Next, I'm going to add this green acrylic paint to the chalk powder because I'm creating a shade of green today, green chalk paint. As you can see, this is the bottle I'll be working on, and I've already added a base coat of gesso on it. Before I begin with the chalk paint, you can skip this step, but I also feel that the gesso gives the paint better texture, and I'm also going to add some gesso to the paint mixture itself. So this is the acrylic gesso that I'm using. I'll add some chalk powder to the gesso. Add some paint. Next, I'll just keep adding drops of water and prepare this mixture. Even while preparing the mixture, you have to make sure that it mixes very well and it does not have any kind of lumps in it. This is how the texture should look like, the consistency of the paint. And we are ready to start painting. Now I'm going to just dab the paint onto the bottle. I like how the texture looks when you dab the paint onto it, but you can also choose to brush over it. If you're working on a wooden surface, then there are brush strokes visible. For this bottle, the dabbed look, I feel, looks better. You can also use a sponge instead of a paintbrush, but I don't have one yet, so I'm just using an old paintbrush. So this is how the paint looks after it has dried, and you can see that it has a very matte finish and a chalky look to it. Find the paint on the bottle to be a lighter shade of green over here. The reason being that I had added a second coat of the paint, and second time I had added a greater portion of gesso, which makes it appear lighter now, but it was the same mixture with the same ingredients to prepare the chalk paint. To decorate my bottle, I chose to do some traditional Warli art motifs using a black pen. You can use a marker pen like I have used here, or any outliner. Make sure the pen ink is waterproof, because if you choose to add any additional protective coat of varnish or something, you don't want the ink to smudge. Motifs for this tribal art are pretty simple. So it usually comprises of human figures and leaves and trees or animals, and those are pretty much what I have chosen as designs for this bottle. I did do the outlines with a pencil first and then used a pen to go over them. You could do the same and then use an eraser to wipe out the pencil marks once everything is dried up thoroughly. If you too have tried making chalk paint at home before and you tried a different recipe or use some other ingredients, leave a comment down below and let me know what you used and how it turned out. I would love to know your inputs. So here goes the finished look of the bottle. I hope you enjoyed watching the tutorial, and please subscribe to the Hobby Hustle so that I can keep you posted with more such videos. Meanwhile, you can also check out the other tutorials on my channel. Thanks for watching.